has followed between these two men. The Samoa Joe farewell tour continues, and it will conclude tomorrow night right here in Liverpool. Samoa Joe versus Nigel McGuinness to do battle yet again here in Ring of Honor.
Two guys who know each other so well. Tremendous battles over the past 2 years. Of course, Nigel winning that big matchup just a week ago in the tag match, beating Joe with the rebound lariat.
Big victory in Chicago. It was Nigel teaming with Takeshi Morishima against Homicide and Samoa Joe. The rebound lariat, it's worked wonders for Nigel McGuinness as of late and was able to do what many fans thought was the unthinkable that night. Farewell in Chicago for Samoa Joe on that stop of the farewell tour, and it was Nigel McGuinness that had his hand raised in victory after scoring the pinfall against Samoa Joe. And of course, right here in Liverpool was where Nigel McGuinness competed against Brian Danielson at Unified. A very hard-fought matchup, but he came out on the short end of the stick in that contest. You know Nigel wants the big win here in Liverpool, and there's nobody better to do it against than one of the icons, a true ROH legend in Samoa Joe.
Joe just slapping him in the back of the head there. A little bit of disrespect from the ROH icon on Nigel McGuinness. Of course, these two doing battle many, many times over the past 2 years. They had a great match back in January. Samoa Joe coming out on top in that match.
Back in Boston, yeah, and back in 2005, their rivalry over the Pure Championship. It was Nigel McGuinness defeating Samoa Joe to become Pure Champion, and he held on to that title for a year. As many call Nigel McGuinness the greatest Pure Champion in the history of that title's existence.
He held that belt until the match here in Liverpool against Brian Danielson, where he lost, coming just short in his attempt to become the world champion here, and he desperately wants to give his hometown fans that elusive big victory, and what a way to do it here against the Samoa Joe. And Nigel not backing down. You got to give him credit. He's standing toe-to-toe with Samoa Joe, but he's not getting peppered with right hands. Joe sends him off. No reversal by Nigel. Joe hangs on, puts on the brakes to send Nigel up over the top and crashing down to the floor.
Puts Samoa Joe in perfect position to do a whole lot of damage. Hits the ropes. And Nigel saw it coming. Joe known for that elbow suicida. Waves the legs of McGuinness, and he meets nothing but canvas, the edge of the ring, face first.
Joe just cracking the head of McGuinness against the guardrail.
Midsection first into the barricade goes McGuinness. These fans here in Liverpool finally getting the opportunity to see Samoa Joe live in person for Ring of Honor. And now Samoa Joe with Nigel McGuinness in the corner on the floor asking for a seat. One of the gold seats here for Nigel McGuinness. With the running boot, and it's right here in England that that chant originated. And showing their respect, their appreciation for Samoa Joe.
Staying right on top of Nigel, the fans chanting one more time.
Face first into the table, the timekeeper's table, goes McGuinness.
Joe sliding that chair to the other corner. Looks like he's going to try to oblige the fans here in Liverpool. Setting that chair one more time in the corner, up against the barricade. Right hand rocks McGuinness by Joe.
Here comes Joe, running start, and another big boot. Connects with the side of the face of McGuinness. Chanting the name of Samoa Joe. These fans know how special this is. A version of a rebound lariat right there as Joe went to send him back inside the ring, but Nigel was coming right back and connecting on Samoa Joe, and this puts Nigel into control of the matchup out on the floor.
Handful of hair as he sends Joe back under the bottom rope. Nigel making his way back to the ring. Joe slumped on a knee in the center. Nigel looks to assert himself here. Joe staggering to the corner. Nigel staying right on him. European uppercut connects.
Nigel with Samoa Joe, but he reverses the Irish whip. Nigel with a headstand in the corner. Heel kick connects.
Catches Joe coming in, uses his own momentum against him and drives him back down to the canvas.
Of course, the rivalry between these two men rekindled as a result of Samoa Joe calling out Pro Wrestling Noah. And Samoa Joe sent shoulder first into the ring post. Whole lot of damage done right there. But Nigel McGuinness, a regular competitor for Pro Wrestling Noah, several tours, he took personally the fact that Samoa Joe was calling out Pro Wrestling Noah. If he's got a problem with Noah, he's got a problem with Nigel McGuinness. And that has resulted in the confrontations between these two men in recent months.
Issue going to be settled here tonight in this matchup as Joe firing back. Hard chops and a headbutt to the shoulder. The already damaged shoulder of Samoa Joe, that left shoulder that hit the steel ring post. McGuinness using the headbutt, a little bit unorthodox there, but extremely effective.
McGuinness known to pick apart his opponent's shoulder, his opponent's arm. And he's focusing on that body part right now. Realized the damage was done on the ring post. And now he's going to work.
Stomping away there on the hand of Joe. See him holding that left arm very close to his body, grimacing in pain as the hammerlock applied by Nigel McGuinness. Driven down to the canvas. One more time, the shoulder crashing down. And the fans very much split here among their support for each wrestler.
Cheering on their home countrymen, as well as Samoa Joe. Fans saying their farewell to Samoa Joe during this weekend's events.
It's again driven down to the canvas by the arm, just really snapping that shoulder. Is that arm in position, driving the shoulder down one more time. Looking out over the crowd, traps that arm around his leg, and then sits down with the hammerlock.
A lot of pressure put on that shoulder right now as he grabs hold of the other arm, trying to bend it backward. Joe trying to fight it off, but Nigel fighting for the hold.
Really pulling back on that forearm, traps it behind his body, has it in position, and then bridging back.
Maximum pressure put on Samoa Joe, but shaking his head no, he's not giving it up.
You can see almost the bones of that shoulder joint protruding through the skin there of Samoa Joe, who quickly tries to roll his way out of the predicament, but gets kicked into the corner. That left arm in serious trouble as Nigel with a head of steam. Honest Joe.
Kane charging, likes to use his momentum to connect with European uppercuts, but Joe saw that coming, caught him and planted him, but Joe is feeling the effects now. He has Nigel down though. Pulls him back up.
Excuse me, sorry Dave, snapmare by Joe, chop to the back, kick to the chest, trademark Samoa Joe combination, head of steam off the ropes, they drive the knee right down to the chest, but still wincing in pain from that shoulder. Slow to follow up, there's the cover.
Able to hit that trademark combination was Samoa Joe, but yeah, in the back of his mind, he's still realizing that shoulder, a lot of damage has been done to it. And he could be very close to losing this matchup if Nigel's able to hit one big move to that arm, to that shoulder, or cinching a submission hold that applies pressure to it.
Running elbow in the corner, and a leaping kick connects right on the ear of McGuinness, and he's in trouble. Nigel just slumps to the canvas, covered by Joe.
Only gets two, Nigel with his shoulder up. Nigel struggling to get back up himself as Samoa Joe contemplates his next move here. On the back of Nigel McGuinness, pulling up on the chin. Actually, more like a face lock from this position. Looking to wear down Nigel McGuinness. Not allowing him to get back to his feet, but he's trying to.
The pressure on the bridge of the nose makes it difficult to breathe. Nigel, though, to his feet, alleviates a lot of that pressure. Forearm shots, frees himself. Head of steam off the ropes, and Joe drives the knee right to the solar plexus.
All the momentum of Nigel McGuinness taken away from him with one knee. Only gets two to Samoa Joe as Nigel gets his shoulder up.
A bit of a frustrated look on the face of Samoa Joe as Nigel once again able to kick out in time. Joe picks him up, backs him into the corner. Right hand to the jaw. Another right hand. Series of right hands from Joe as he peppers Nigel McGuinness with jabs in the corner. Arm drag here in corner brings him out the hard way. Headstand by Nigel. Went for the kick again but got caught. Goes behind Joe and drives a boot to the back and a palm across the chest.
Good combination from McGuinness, holding the shoulders down, but too close to the rope. Samoa Joe gets his boot across the bottom rope to break up the pin attempt. Nigel back to his feet. Trying to shake out the effects done to himself there, as now he's got Samoa Joe trying to elevate him, maybe for the Tower of London. Joe's a big guy to get up to the top rope.
Try and soften him up a little more here. Overhand strikes and elbows. Joe slumped in the corner. Nigel with a head of steam. Charges in the corner. European uppercut. And Joe is staggered.
Staggers out of the corner. Nigel now. Cobra clutch variation.
Joe right in the center. Spins him around. Short arm lariat.
High impact move from McGuinness. But Joe gets his shoulder up. You know, Nigel can hit the lariat from several different positions, all of which are very devastating maneuvers. The short arm version of the lariat right there, able to take Samoa Joe down, but not keep him down for the 3 count.
See Nigel limping a little bit as he makes his way back to his feet, reaching at his inner thigh. May have a bit of a groin problem. May have strained it earlier on in this matchup. Somehow, though, able to struggle and get Joe up on the top rope. He likes to use the Tower of London from this spot. Joe on the top. Hook comes off and he's got the choke. The rear naked choke by Samoa Joe. But Nigel backs him into the corner and frees himself.
Joe able to save himself from absorbing that Tower of London. And Nigel able to avoid being placed in the choke. Now Samoa Joe back up top. Can he get the Tower of London this time? He does! Nigel crawls. Cover. Joe kicks out.
Joe able to dig down and get the shoulder up.
McGuinness a little frustrated himself, thinking about what he's got to do. You know, sometimes he likes to use a combination of Tower of Londons, other versions of the lariat.
Joe back to his feet, sent into the corner one more time.
Of course, the Tower of London, full impact on the face as well as the shoulder of his opponent. Came charging, but got met with a European uppercut this time from his opponent. Big boot to the face from Samoa Joe.
Joe climbing up to the second rope now. Knee strike off the second. Right on the jaw. Covers. Only gets 2.
Wow, Nigel McGuinness absorbing a high-impact maneuver. Joe came flying off that second rope, but Nigel still in this matchup, and now getting peppered with shots, but a shot to the midsection from McGuinness. Right into the power slam from Samoa Joe.
And again, McGuinness able to get the shoulder up at 2. Joe stopping Nigel right in his tracks. A little bit of a flurry, coming off the ropes, but caught with a power slam. And Samoa Joe was very close to putting away Nigel McGuinness in front of his hometown fans.
Pulling McGuinness back up. Joe looking to follow up now, but maybe took a little bit too much time. It's allowing Nigel to fire away.
For a backslide.
He's going to be able to get it. No, needed the midsection from Joe. He's got McGuinness. Up for the powerbomb. Plants him. 1, 2. Only 2. Holds onto the leg and converts into the step over toe hold face lock.
The STF right in the center of the ring. Nigel McGuinness nowhere to go.
Wrenching back on the face lock. This could be it. As Joe traps the arm into the crossface. Changing it up. Will Nigel be forced to tap here? He's thinking about it.
He's very close to tapping right there. Trying to struggle his way towards the ropes as Joe really wrenches back.
McGuinness thinking about tapping, but not giving it up. Can he hang in there? Trying to inch toward the ropes, and he's got the bottom rope there. And Joe must release the hold.
Nigel struggling his way to get that foot on the bottom rope. Momentarily saving himself. You see Samoa Joe spitting up a little bit of blood there. The mouth busted open.
Such a hard-hitting match between both of these competitors, busting the mouth of Samoa Joe.
Joe, though, firmly in command here. Handful of hair. McGuinness drags him back to his feet. Right hand from Joe. And another right hand. McGuinness in trouble. Joe off the ropes with a head of steam. Goes for the lariat. McGuinness ducks and hits the lariat. You said he could hit it from anywhere, and there it is.
Joe able to kick out. The lariat of Nigel McGuinness, a very lethal maneuver. Can't keep Samoa Joe down, But of course, he does have other ways that he can bust out that lariat from other positions, placing his opponent on the ropes and delivering it. Of course, that rebound lariat, which pinned Samoa Joe at our last event in Chicago. McGuinness feeling it here, digging down for some energy here in front of the Liverpool fans.
Nigel getting fired up as he drags Joe back to the corner. Once again, trying to elevate him up top. You said he likes to utilize Tower Londons on more than one occasion. Again, he's going for it, but Joe fighting him off. Chops to the back, cross to the throat.
More blood spit up by Samoa Joe, as now Nigel has him placed up top. What could he have in mind? Trying to get Nigel. Oh no! Tower London on the apron! Joe escapes, locking in the choke. Fighting for positioning here.
Very dangerous position here on the ring apron. Headbutt to the bridge of the nose by McGuinness, freed himself momentarily.
Wow, he could have hit that Tower of London right on the edge of the ring. Joe saved himself, and now McGuinness, again going up top, putting himself in harm's way. Joe maybe looking to set him up for the Muscle Buster. Oh, Muscle Buster! He has him up! Steel and wood.
The ribs of Nigel McGuinness crashing against the ring apron. He is out on the floor and he is not moving.
That's what Joe finished off Davey Richards with back in Dayton. He needs to get him back inside the ring and go for the cover.
I don't think that's going to happen because Nigel looks completely out of it. Todd Sinclair trying to separate Joe.
He's checking on the condition of McGuinness, who is out on the floor and not moving. The Samoa Joe supporters chanting his name as the referee continues to check on the condition of McGuinness on the floor. He is lifeless.
McGuinness has not moved for about a minute here on the floor. You see him sucking for wind. May have some cracked ribs. Definitely having difficulty breathing here.
Wow, he's not going to be able to continue. Another referee out here to check on his condition. We have an injured man out on the floor. Muscle Buster on the apron. That's it for McGuinness.
He has not moved an inch. You see the referee's trying to talk to Nigel to see if he's aware of where he is. Obviously in no position to defend himself. This has got to be the end of this matchup here. Nigel's eyes they're completely shut. Somebody better get some medical attention out here because Nigel McGuinness is in a bad, bad way.
These referees trying to get him off the floor and get him that help that he needs. Nigel McGuinness, one hell of an effort against Samoa Joe in this matchup. Strike for strike, hold for hold, but Samoa Joe hitting that Muscle Buster on the apron. We'll see you tomorrow night. This one looks like it's over with.
It's a day for support, and believe for your support. Nigel's a very tough guy. Hey, you don't walk out here, Nigel. You don't need the help. You get out here, come back in here and shake my hand first, brother. Come on. Nigel, I'm here to help you. Get back in here. Shake my hand and sit this the right way. Nigel.
the right hands. Joe hits the corner. Nigel charging.
Went for the ST Joe, but countered. Super kick from McGuinness.
Right on the jaw. Joe staggered. McGuinness off the ropes. Inverted atomic drop by Joe. Joe off the ropes. Big boot sends him to the ropes.
Rebound. Right into the open hand slap from Samoa Joe.
Elevates him up top. He's going to go for another muscle buster. This is going to be it for sure.
Nails it. Joe with the cover. 1, 2. Nigel won't stay down. Lariat from Joe. 1, 2. He gets the shoulder up again. Nigel showing the heart of a champion. Trying to pull himself back up. Another big lariat from Samoa Joe, cover. McGuinness gets his shoulder up. Nigel wants this win.
He kicked out at 1. Nigel McGuinness just kicked out at 1. What is keeping this guy going?
He's in front of his hometown fans. These fans in the UK. He wants the big victory against Samoa Joe.
Joe's got to wonder what it's going to take to put this guy away. Open hand slap. Knees and headbutts from Joe. McGuinness will not go down. Knife edge chop sends him to the ropes. McGuinness trying to get some momentum. Rolls him up. Only gets 2. McGuinness quickly back to his feet. Reversal by Joe sends him to the corner. Headstand by McGuinness. Boot to the face.
Nigel trying to stay on his feet. Samoa Joe looking to choke him out. He's got the choke. Can Nigel hang in there? Rolls backward. Miracle right there for McGuinness, but Joe changes it up. Look how close Nigel is to the ropes. Joe looking to choke him out. Nigel needs to inch backward toward the ropes. Joe locking in the choke.
Really wrenching down all 280 pounds across his back, and that's got to be it. Nigel McGuinness is out.
Another great match in Liverpool. Tomorrow night is it for Samoa Joe in Ring of Honor. Joe will take on Homicide, while Nigel McGuinness will face Jimmy Rave in a fight without honor at the finale of the 5th year festival. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, Joe! 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 You know, that may be the last time I hear that in this ring. But it's not because I'm leaving. It's because you'll be fucking somebody else soon. Now, all those people from all over the world, the one thing we agree on is you never call a British man a pussy. Nigel, stand up. Now it's no secret, after the past few months, Nigel, you and I have been at odds. You chose Noah, I chose ROH. But the bottom line is, you chose the hard path. You got back in this ring, and God damn it, I know I'm leaving this company in good hands. England. That's what these three letters are about. We're not paid the most. We're not given the most recognition. But God damn it, we love professional wrestling. And we're doing to be into the world. This is a perpetuation of tradition. This is what men were meant to do in this ring, and let's wrestle in front of those grateful fans in the world. And England, though I may leave, men will stand up, they will fill the gap, and they will perpetuate the greatness that is the sport of professional wrestling. Nigel McGuinness, I leave that to you.